Hey, how you doing? I'm Robert. Thanks for stopping by. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you a sweet and tasty blues solo. I'm playing this over a blues in C, so the 1 chord is C7, the 4 chord is F7, and the 5 chord is G7. Now these licks are kind of call and response type of licks. I play an idea, and then I follow it up with an answer. And I'm also going to talk a bit about double stop licks and how these relate to the chords in question. So there's a lot of reusable and useful information in here. And before we get started, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next video. All my YouTube channel members have access to Jam Track and tablature. To find this, you go under the Community tab and you'll find the link there. If you're not a channel member yet, perhaps it's time for you to join. You can click the link below. Now let's get into this lesson. All right, guys, this is a blues in C. And the first lick sounds like this. We have the root note here. We have the major third here. And I'm bending towards it. And I start with 3 pickup notes. Those are pickup notes, played with triplets. And this note comes on beat 1. So I'm bending from the 10th fret towards the 12th fret. And I'm using an upstroke with my pick, so I don't get so much string noise from the strings above. A little noise can be cool, actually. And then back to root note. And you add some grease on that note. Now, if you listen closely, I'm not quite hitting the major third, this note. It doesn't sound quite like that. I'm somewhere in between the minor third and the major third. So if you want to have an easier bend, you can actually hit this note and just bend it half as much. Or, and if you want to bend it all the way up to the major third, that's perfectly fine too. It just sounds happier, I think. Maybe a little bit B.B. King-ish. And remember to add grease on that note. That sounds cool. Now, we can look at the first lick as a call. And the second lick is a response to the first one. You sometimes hear those terms, call and response. And this is a good example of that. So the second lick goes like this. You bend this note a half step and come back. And then you roll your finger over a bit, so you get from the B string to the G string. Bend it slightly, and then. So here I'm going from the root note down to the 6th. We have the 6th up here as well. Now I say 6th in reference to C. We can play a C13 this way. 6 or 13 is the same note, basically. But when you play F, this note becomes the major third. Here's an F7. And here's a C13. It's a cool note to use in blues. You get a little bit of that B.B. King, Robin Ford sound. Now the first three notes are pickup notes. Now I said you could bend this note a half step, but you can also slide this one up if you prefer. That was with the bend, and I kind of think that sounds cooler. But either way works fine. Now these two notes I play with an upstroke to eliminate string noise. That works best for me, but you play it however you feel works best for you. Now let's play the first two licks together. Now, the third lick is more of a rhythm guitar fill, and I think it fits in really nicely after the first two licks. It sounds like this. So I'm starting on the D string, and I do a bit of palm muting, and then I play, sliding in this double stop. But I want you to see the C major triad right here, part of this chord. That's what I'm using, but I'm playing it like this. Then I go back to the D string, and then I bar on the 10th fret now with the ring finger, and then I slide in again for these two notes, and then I slide down. And when you play this, you're actually playing the notes of an F major triad. So it's like we're playing C, F, and C. But we do it this way. A cool, sweet idea, I think. All right, thanks again for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know by adding a comment below, and maybe a thumbs up if you think I deserved it. Remember, channel members have access to tablature and jam track. You can join by clicking the join button below. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Take care, my friend, and have an awesome day. I'll see you next time.